Hello Clash fans, Trample Damage coming at you today from Town Hall 13 with a review of the new Super Troop, the Super Dragon. So it just came out this morning, and for those of you who have not tried it, what you can see different about the Super Dragon relative to the regular dragon is it will actually deal splash damage to other buildings nearby, which of course is very reminiscent of the Electro Dragon, which will deal the chain damage. So it beats the regular damage or the regular dragon in that regard, even though the amount of housing spaces is obviously doubled. The hit points are not quite doubled, and the damage per second is only increased by about 30%, but it does have the splash damage capability, which is very beneficial. So I thought, what if we check and see how the Super Dragon stacks up against an army that uses regular dragons, and also how it stacks up against an army of Electro Dragons. So we figured we'd do is use 240 housing spaces for dragons, and then the other 60 to be 12 balloons. What we're going to be doing is using my Doctor base to attack this layout here, which is the War base layout that I use for my Unicorn account, and we are going to attack each of these with the exact same style and the exact same direction. We're just going to see which set of 240 housing spaces worth of dragons does the best job. So what we are going to do is come in here with the heroes King, Queen, and Royal Champion to take out the single target tower and the Barbarian King and the Eagle Artillery. We're going to use 2 lightning spells to zap out this sweeper, and then we're just going to push all the dragons and 12 balloons through this area here. So I'm curious, before I start, who do you actually think is going to wind up doing a better job taking these out? 6 super dragons, 8 electro dragons, or 12 of the regular dragons? Okay, before we jump into the attack, of course, if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button, share this with your clanmates, subscribe to the channel if you're not. I'm trying to boost my subscriber count so I can eventually get some creator code nonsense going on for myself. So I'm not going to show you the percentage yet there. We're going to have that covered up, and we are going to start with our 6 Super Dragon army. And as promised, here come King, Queen, and Royal Champ, and we are going to use 2 lightning spells to start damaging that scatter shot and take out the air sweeper. Free spell in there on the Inferno Tower and the enemy king, and those will go down. And then what we're going to do is just deploy with 4 fingers. We will drop the first 4 super dragons along with the other 2 in the center, and then 3 taps for all 12 of those balloons. I'm going to place a rage spell in the same spot for all 3 of these armies, and then we're going to wind up deploying the battle blimp and using the Grand Warden's ability. Now, I could have deployed the battle blimp. It doesn't actually make a difference in this case because those invincible balloons are protecting it toward the town hall anyway. And so we've got 4 of the super dragons heading off this direction. We tried to cut that off a little bit, but they are going to push up toward the middle, which is nice. We've got a Yeti blimp in there taking care of the town hall, which is the exact same thing that's going to happen in the rest of the attacks. And now we have the enemy Royal Champion in there shooting some of our troops, and we've got some super dragons going through the middle. We do have a couple of free spells that we're going to wind up using here on these air defenses to try and keep those super dragons alive. And you can see it looks like we're already starting to taper off. All the balloons are down. The only hero still left is the Grand Warden. Black Bomb takes out one of our super dragons. The other one up by the air defense manages to take it out. And oddly enough, this super dragon spam manages with 3 of the super dragons left up and running to take down the last of those defenses. And then of course it's just a little bit of cleanup for those bodies. And that took, I believe it was 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Oh, my clanmates are eating my replays. I need to go grab the other ones. They need to stop posting. Here is the Electro Dragon version of the replay, and hopefully we'll get really lucky and nobody's going to post anything while we're watching this. So the same start with the heroes in there and a free spell taking care of those, the single target tower and the enemy king. And then we go ahead and bring in 8 Electro Dragons and balloons, and we go ahead and deploy the Grand Warden and the Battle Blimp, and we've got chain damage going here that is obviously a little different from the new Super Dragon, but again, big body, they move a little slower. Clan Castle goes down the same way. This attack actually winds up taking almost the exact same amount of time as the Super Dragon. So we've got the Electro Dragon, which was of course the initial upgrade to regular dragons because it adds the chaining damage in there as well, and it's a very, very heavily spammed army, very widely used at a lot of town halls. And this one here sort of barely manages to squeeze in. We've got 2 of the Electro Dragons left alive, along with 1 or 2 Barbarians, and then we get the 3 stars. Now, before my clanmates wind up pushing the other attack off the board, we are going to show the last one, where you can see this attack actually ends in only 1 minute and 45 seconds. So unfortunately, the regular dragons did not last as long as the super dragon nor the electro dragons, but we do the same thing here. Heroes in the corner and zapping out that air defense, and then our 12 dragons. So 240 housing spaces for super dragons means you get 6 super dragons, but you get 8 electro dragons, but you get 10 of the regular dragons. And so we're going to go ahead and 12 regular dragons. We drop 12 dragons along with 12 balloons, along with the rage spell there and the battle blimp. We go ahead and make everybody invincible, and we get the same path heading toward there. This is the same type of thing we were seeing with the heroes down in this bottom corner, where the champ and the archer queen take out the majority of this stuff. That expo does stay up. We got lots of dragons running through the middle here, where we do use our second rage spell to power them through the scatter shot and the expo behind it. We do have a couple of free spells still in our back pocket that we don't have to use for the air defense, because the balloons over there manage to follow those defenses all the way down. And I don't know if you expected this, but the regular dragons in this spam attack actually wound up outperforming the super dragons and the electro dragons. I'll be honest, I didn't actually think I was going to get 3 stars with any of these. I thought it was just going to wind up being something where I see which army gets the highest damage percentage. But after the first Super Dragon spam, I thought, oh wow, these Super Dragons are incredibly powerful. But then the E-Dragon spam picked it up a little faster, and we do have 5 of our friends, the regular dragons, heading over to take out that last expo, giving it the fastest destruction on this solid war base between the 3 armies. I was surprised. I don't know. Are you surprised? Make sure to comment down below letting me know what you thought was going to happen, along with what you think of the new Super Dragons. I do think they're pretty cool. I'm very tempted to do some armies where I do something like 3 Super Dragons with a couple of Electro Dragons and the balance in regular dragons, and of course some balloons to help support them. But I am, I will say one thing for sure in favor of the Super Dragon. Is a really cool looking troop. I mean, this thing here, when you go into the try, you can actually see how these guys stack up. That is just an absolutely incredibly cool looking unit. I am definitely going to give them a little bit of a shot, just for something new, something fun to do. But in the meantime, I have to say, the skies are still ruled by the original dragon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know if you find some value in there. Check me out on TikTok. And if you don't currently visit the Clash of Clans subreddit, I strongly recommend you do so. There's lots of great content in there, and the moderator team does a hell of a job. This is Trample Damage saying, you guys have an absolutely great one.